Hey everyone, and welcome back again to another episode of the Brew. This is your host Abdurrahman, and as you know, life has ups and downs. And honestly, last week had downs more than ups, but here we are, rolling with it. And as you noticed today, I'm flying solo. But before I dive into the topic of today, I'm gonna make 2 cups of coffee, one for me, one for the gentleman in the back. Bahtiyar, thank you so much. And let's get comfortable. I think this time it's going to be a little bit personal. I'll be back in a minute. For the record, my top favorite. Back again. So guys, this is the last episode of 2024. This is not the last episode of Brew. The show must go on, but I believe by the time we upload the episode, it's going to be 2025. So what I was thinking about is, let's wrap this year in one episode. So yeah, speaking of 2024, I would say highlights of our projects. I would say that Brew was one of the biggest highlights. To be honest, it started as a hobby. Actually, it is still as a hobby, but I did not really expect it blowing up like this. In about 2 months, we reached 1,000 plus subscriber. Thanks to all the support, guys, and thanks to all the love that you've shown. And it might turn into a business. So yeah, the Brew, we've been thinking about it for like a year plus, almost 2 years. And then thanks to Bahtiyar, let that be on record. He was like, bro, I'm bringing my camera tomorrow. Get ready. Tomorrow I will see you before the show. We're buying mics and we're rolling. And yeah, next thing we know, we are recording. Ives also was about to kill both of us. He was like, guys, I'm here, I'm waiting and whatever. Yeah, by the way, he's sick. Get well soon, Ives. So yeah, I like it. I like the conversations that we had in the previous episodes. We had a guest. I'm really sorry it didn't come out as good as you expected, but hey, life. And I am very sorry for whoever sent us a request, by the way, because we shared the campaign recently inviting people to the show, and I've received quite a number. But as I said, last week was really rough, and I'm sorry that I didn't get back to anyone. And yeah, I like the show. I like the progress we're making when it is technical or buying tools along the way. Thank you, Bahtiyar, for investing into this. And I think we're getting better when it comes to, performance in front of the camera, performance on YouTube. Instagram performance is not working well because Ives stopped me from sharing one reel I wanted to share. But hey, Ives, I'm sharing it. You'll see it. For whoever watches anime, stay tuned. So yeah. That's the diverse bro. On work life, as I said, thanks to Nilara, she made a dream come true. It is not that huge of an office, but yeah, we started from somewhere. This is the Arcspace Company. Sponsored by Arcspace. No, we're not sponsored by Arcspace. I am Arcspace. So Arcspace Company, we do real estate, we do graphic designing, now we do videography and stuff. And without a good friend of mine, her name is Nilara Erkara, this wouldn't have been true, wouldn't have been real. To be honest, to be very, very honest, it started way before 2024, but we only could manage to get it official and legal till 2024. So yeah, we had ups and downs when it comes to real estate as well. A lot of rules and regulations changed, ups and downs. We lost a lot of deals. We lost, and we made a lot of deals. That's on the work life. As for my personal life, you know, everyone experiences shit every now and then, and some relationship grow stronger and others drift apart. You win some battles, you lose another one. You win some people and you lose other people. That's in my case. To be honest, not that I care most about the people that I lost. I care more about the people that I gained, because I make sure that everything I lose in life, whether it is a person, whether it is a thing, I'm really sorry to compare people to things, but yeah, hey, this is life. I make sure that was I the cause, according to me and according to people around me, because I always consult people around me. For example, I consult Ives when it comes to this kind of stuff. And he's not here for him to give us his opinion. But yeah, if it is not really my fault, then why would I bother? Why would I sweat about the little things or the little people? And yes, some people came back to my life, and they are more than welcome. And I'm going to try my best to keep things very well. And that's the smaller one. Let's talk about the bigger one. Family. First degree family, let's say. I have my wife. She hasn't given up on me yet. And here's my son. This cute ass nigga. Sorry for the N-word, people, but I'm half nigga. More than half of my friends are Africans, so I have the pass. Here you go. My wife calls me nigga anyway. And my son is healthy. I'm not healthy, but my son is healthy. Somehow it balances up. I need to work a bit harder on my physique, but that's not my 2025 resolutions. I don't have resolutions, to be honest, and I'm going to talk about that later on. My son is healthy. I had quite a drift yesterday, to be specific. Things were falling apart in a legal way, to be honest. I ended up paying shitload of money for the things that I didn't even do. It's not my fault, but thanks to one of my friends, I ended up in a very shitty situation. I was really mad, but I accepted reality, because life threw too many things at me along the years, to the point where I stopped bothering. To the point where a friend of mine who was helping me legally, she told me, it's very nice that you can still be optimistic. During the problem, and I told her something that I really mean, and she watches the show. She's like one of the biggest supporter for everything I do. I cannot change the past, and no one can change the past. I wish I can, but I can't. So why would I bother with something that I have no control of at this point? So yeah, after paying shitload of money to get this problem over with and stuff like this, I ended up with two conclusions. First of all, I have a lot of fake friends that they told me I'm there for you, and they're not there for me. And second of all, I went back home and I saw my son, and that's the second thing, the most important thing. That's what matters in my life. My son matters for me. But yeah, you do matter as well. Thank you so much. But on a personal life scale, as I said earlier, father's journey is like no other. And it made me different. It made me who I am right now. It somehow changed my perspective to the best, I would say. So after hugging my son, taking a nap with him, I woke up and everything was all okay. Genuinely, everything was okay. I have no grudge. I have no issue with anyone anymore because, hey, I have my son and my son has me still. Both of us healthy. I'm not that healthy, but yeah. I read on the internet the other day, a guy commented on a video about like families and stuff. He said, I don't know if it is a famous quote, but God, it hit home. He said, presence over presence. And I'm like, fuck me, bro, that's so deep. Because being present for your beloved ones or for your friends, the thing that I didn't have last week from part of my friends, is better than the presents you're gonna get from them, whether it is on your birthday, whether it is on whatever occasion it is. Presence is the most valuable thing. So I'm gonna be there for the people who need me, and I'm gonna be there for myself. If I were to reflect on my last year and what I want to be or what I want to do in the next year, I reached to a dead end, blank. And that brings me to a scene of the Batman, the Joker sitting like this. And he says, do I look like a man with a plan? I'm not going with big plans. I'm not going with plans at all, to be honest. I'm going with time. That is the main goal for me, time. Because during the biggest issue of 2024 that I faced, the one thing I kept on thinking about is time. The time I'm gonna waste during the issue, the time I'm gonna go and come trying to fix the issue, the time I'm gonna be far away from my family, the time I'm gonna be far away from my work, the time I'm gonna be far away from the things that matter. This is one thing I am focusing on for the coming year. It is time. Nothing can replace time. You can replace literally everything and everyone, but you cannot replace time. And that's what I'm going with. I have some tiny things I don't call projects, I'm going to mention later on, but I'm going to invest into hobbies on the hopes that they turn better later on. But for now, I'm speaking mainly about the serious things. For example, I decided to spend more time with Mr. Bahtiyar because I don't know if he knows, for the past at least 2 months, I learned awful lot from Bahtiyar, whether directly or indirectly, about videography, about software, about lighting, about this kind of things. Something that I never thought I would be bothered to learn. But now I have more interest into learning. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to let go of the little things and make time for these things. So I keep saying time. I'm going to give myself some time to learn more about coffee. I just spilled coffee on the table. Forgive me, Lara. I'm using her table, by the way. So I'm thinking about diving more into the coffee world because I'm receiving a little bit what did you call it? Some better interaction on social media when it comes to my coffee post and my coffee experience and stuff like this. And I don't call myself experience person, but I think I'm gonna go there. So I'm thinking about taking it a little bit further, taking it a little bit professionally. Try to, I don't know, take some courses because everything I'm doing right now is just a hobby, me trial and errors and checking on the internet. I might take it further. One thing I'm going to work on better than I've worked on before is spirituality because I try my best to stay connected to God and religion, but unfortunately, I'm a human being. I have ups and downs and I have swinging in my moods and my priorities and we're all hypocrite at some point, you know? So my plan is to grow bigger on spirituality because for whoever believes in God, for whoever doesn't believe in God, when there is no one there for you, God is there for you. So I think that should sink deep and For a person who, I don't know, I promised myself I'm not going back home. I think I'm going back home. I'm going to my home country, at least for a vacation. I have issues with my home country that led me to promise myself I'm not going there. But, as I said earlier, we're all hypocrites at some point. And I'm going back on my words. And here's the thing. A man's word is very, very important. But sometimes at the heat of the moment, you take a word and you promise. It's not a problem if you go back on your word. It's not. It doesn't make you less of a man if you go back on your words, because I don't know. It's going to be a little bit. I don't know. What do they call it? Cringe. It's going to be a little bit cringe. I'm going to say the story. When it is very windy, who survives? The plants that are flexible, not the tough trees. So I'm going to go with the flow. That's my slogan for 2025. I think this is going to be the episode's slogan. Go with the flow. Because, I don't know, we get stubborn sometimes unnecessarily. We try to fight the system. We try to fight everyone. And in life, bad people win most of the times. That's why there is heaven and hell. Because you don't win every single battle. You don't necessarily... You know what? Just fuck it. But Bahtiyar just told me if you are a good father, you don't need to go to the gym. And this is something that fathers understand. Why? Good fathers. Let me be very specific. Good fathers understand because good fathers carry their kids most of the time. Good fathers run after their kids most of the time. Good fathers are just working out with their kids. I don't say I'm fit. I have a little bit like tummy, but according to my lifestyle and the way I eat, I should be 2 or 3 times the size I am, and I believe Bahtiyar is the same. But we're having cardio most of the time with our kids, and I think you know what? As you said, I'm not going to the gym. I'm a good father. I'm not going to the gym. I don't have time for the gym, and I don't have plans to go to the gym. So I'm gonna ask you guys. No pressure. No resolutions, no whatsoever. What are your ideas, or let me call it hopes for 2025? Because, by the way, don't wish, don't hope from the year itself. The year is just a thing, and a thing cannot give you a thing. You give yourself a thing. God gives you a thing. A thing can never give you a thing. Atoms are there, but they don't give you atoms. Atoms don't reproduce. Yeah, they don't. So whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I think this is the end of the year. This is the end of the episode. I'm wrapping it up with wishing everyone a very good new year. I hope all your wishes come true, and I hope you stay healthy. As I've says, meditate or pray. While praying, you're meditating. And yes, enjoy a cup of coffee every now and then. Let that be a reward for yourself, because you earned it. Every time I make myself a cup of coffee, I tell myself before drinking the cup of coffee, I made it, I earned it. Or maybe I didn't make it, I'm drinking it at the coffee shop, I made the money that I'm using to buy the coffee, I earned it. This is my time off. Happy New Year.